All right, easy idea we got going on today. We got equation of a circle. We did a little bit of the history of what a circle is and where it came from on Friday. But here's really what you need to know. Honestly, here's the formula. You have to memorize that formula. It's not going to appear anywhere on the formula list that comes with it. But it is related to what very, very famous formula? No, there's no song for this one. Emily? Yeah, it's very much related to Pythagorean theorem because Pythagorean theorem finds distance. It's the universal way for finding distance, and this is really an adaptation of it. A circle is all the points that are the same distance away from a center point. In terms of the formula, what do all these letters represent? X and Y, you are only allowed to sub in points that are physically on the circle for X and Y. And pretty much you're never going to really be doing that because whenever they ask for whenever they give you examples of circles, for at least right now, they're going to show you a picture and give you the center and you'll have to find the radius. So X and Y are pretty much always just going to be left as variables. H and K you will always be asked to fill in, and R you'll always be asked to fill in. Go around. All right. So question number 3, here are the types of examples that you get. Here's a circle. Now that line that stretches across the center, what is that called? Diameter. It's a diameter. Yeah, so what's the radius? Yeah, radius equals 4. Now where's the center of this circle? Where's it located at? 0, 0. So H comma K is 0, 0. Nice. Okay, so which one are we looking for? What do you think? Which one of the equations represents that equation of a circle? Let's plug it in. Let's plug it in. You know what? Maybe that'll help. The equation of a circle is x minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared equals 4, right? Good. That is the single most common mistake ever made. You must remember to square the radius. All right? Yeah, so it's x squared plus y squared equals 16. Guess what the other single most common mistake is? I'll give you a hint. It has to do with that 2 on top of the 4. What do you think most people do? Yeah, they multiply it. They make it 8. They make it 8. That's where these are all coming from. So final answer is just going to be A. All right. Let's take a look at something like this. Something like this. Now look, the circle has actually been offset. Offset. What is the equation of the following circle? Right? How do we locate the center? Try your best to locate 4 points on the circle, the outer edges. You see what I'm saying? In our class for here, they're really going to be very easy like that to figure out. Always look for them. Where's the center? It has to be right there. Are we good? So okay, so H comma K equals how much? What? 3 comma negative 1. And what's the radius? How much is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. You literally just need to count on the sheet. The radius equals 4. Now, the question is which one of these equations is that? And here's where they screw with you. You have to watch out for these plus and minus signs. The way I have it memorized is it's always the opposite of what the center actually is. You know what I mean? So it should be, I'm looking for a minus 3 and I'm looking for a plus 1, which automatically means you and you are out. And then I'm looking for 4 squared, which means it's what? B. Let me show you let me show you like why it works out that way. And then hopefully we can start to take shortcuts. All right, here's the reason why you're always looking for the opposite. Right, think of the equation of the circle. It's x minus h squared plus y minus, now you got a negative 1 squared equals 4 squared. Did you see it? The minus negative 1? Good. So it's going to be that. This is going to become a plus. And it's just equal to 16. All right. So we got this next problem going on. Let me erase this because we didn't talk about it. And let's highlight some information, right? OQ is its diameter. OQ is its diameter. So here you go. There are a lot of fantastically fun ways that we can try and figure that out, right? Really, it's going to be amazing. How about this? You need to figure out the length of that segment right there, okay? Because ultimately, what do you need from it? That's the diameter. We need half of it. You need something like this. Yeah, it'd be 1, 1. Ah, think about it. Look at it, right? That's the diameter, right? Whoa, we're not even thinking about that yet. There's the diameter, right? The diameter cuts directly through the center. You need to find the center of that line segment. I mean, we could use midpoint formula, or you could just look at it and eye it up. Look, 2, 2. What's half of 2? What's half of the other 2? So, HK, this right here has got to be 1, 1. Just thinking of it very logically. All right, 1, 1. So the center is 1, 1. What's the radius? No. Nope. So it turns out our multiple choice answers are a little off. They did the exact mistake that I warned you guys about. You see C? C, that 2 over there should have been a 1. But this is from our exam generating program. That's why whenever I give you a test from like with Regents questions and you're like, there's no answer to this question, I'm like, no, there definitely is an answer to that question. Yep, there you go. Easy. Okay. Well, let's take a look. AB is its diameter, right? So here's A and here's B. The question is what are their coordinates? They're not even listed on there. And if this was a Regents question, couldn't answer that. So how can you take this piece of information, C over here, and try and figure out what A and B are? Yeah, this one over here, oh, I'm sorry. B is going to be 4, 0, and A is going to be 0, 4. There you go. So now we've got our line going this way, right? How do you find the center of that line? Now that's going to be a little awkward. Do you guys remember how to find the middle, the midpoint? Midpoint of a line? Midpoint of a line is the average. So how do you find the midpoint of A and B? All you do is, let's see if we could do this. We're going to label this one over here M for the middle. Okay, so M is just going to be equal to 0 plus 4 divided by 2, because we're trying to find what's halfway in between, and 4 plus 0 divided by 2. Midpoint formula. The middle is just 2, 2. Okay, so that automatically knocks off U and U, because that's a diameter. And so the middle of that line is actually the center of our circle. So right over here, this is going to be H, and that's going to be K. Let's use our formula to try and figure out the radius. Now that we have the center, and we have a random point that's actually on the circle itself, okay, let's use them. So C equaling 4, 4. This, in terms of our circle, is going to be X and Y. And we know H and K, so we're going to plug it into the formula and try and figure out the radius. Okay? So, remember what the formula for a circle is. X minus H squared plus Y minus K squared equals R squared. Yes. You cannot switch the h in the case. Yeah. So x, 4, how much was h? So it's going to be 4 minus 2 squared plus 4 minus 2 squared equals r squared. So 4 minus 2 is 2, so that's 2 squared plus 2 squared equals r squared. 4 plus 4 is 8. So 8 equals r squared. Does it matter how much r actually is? Think about it, what happens if you try to do that. How would you try and find r? Just if we asked you for it, what would you have to do? Yeah, you'd have to square root it. You'd ultimately get some radicals, and that bugs some people out, okay? So be careful. When you're trying to find the equation of a circle, you really just need to get to this step right here, and then which one of the choices is it? Is it A or is it D? What? It's A. Remember the equation of a circle, r squared. R squared turns out to be 8. 8's right there. That's the answer. Okay, let's talk about a little bit of vocab here. A little bit of vocab. Let me highlight a word. What's it mean to translate in math? Chad? Yeah, absolutely. Translating in math, you remember like transformations in geometry? Dilations, let's see, what? Translations, rotations, there was reflections. You remember all that good stuff? Okay. A translations is, what's up? Yeah, glide reflection, isometries, all that's nonsense. Translation is just like moving magnets on your fridge. You're just sliding it around, okay? So take this original equation. What's taking place? Where's the center of that original equation? The original one, right there. What's the center of that circle? Nope. 0, 0. What's the radius, Jamie? 3. You're going to take this circle, centered at 0, 0. You're going to shift it 3 units. Which way is this going? 3 units to the right and 2 units down. So what's its new center? Which one of the choices represents it? What do you think? Is it A? It's certainly not B. B is ridiculous. I don't even know why it's there.
It's A.
What's up? What are you thinking? You sure? Yeah, very nice. It's absolutely. Let's play one more time. Let's try this one. Right? So here you're given 2 separate equations. They're the same graph. It's just been moved around, right? Take a look. Take a look at the new equation. What happens to the graph? Which way did it go? Did it go up? Did it go down? It went, if you change this in parentheses, right? Let's think. Let's think. The center of this circle, the center of the original, is what? Yeah, 0, 0. What's the center of this one? 0 and 4. So what happened to it? Which way did it go? Nope. It went 4 units up. All right. So here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. So we're writing the equation of a circle, but we're no longer going to be given a picture. We're just going to be given random information about it. If it helps you, please draw a picture. All you have to do is just do a little sketch. It might just clear up the entire mess for you. Honestly. Okay.
Is that point like a random point?
It's a point. It's any random point. It means on the circle itself. Okay. So let's talk about what all these things mean in terms of our equation. Let's write the equation down. That's the first step towards being successful. And you will get 1 point for this. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. I realize I need a little bit more room. I'm just going to move that down. Let's fill in, what does this information mean for our equation? What does this information mean for our equation? This point on the circle is x and y, and this center on our circle is h and k. Yeah? Did anybody get lost? No? Guess what we're going to do with those two pieces of information? Because ultimately, what do we really need? The radius. Good, 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 good. So here we go. So it's going to be, where's x? Negative 4 minus 1 plus 1 minus 2. Negative 4 minus 1 is how much? Good. You know what the most common mistake is? How much do they think it is? Yeah. Very nice. 1 minus 2 is, whoops, negative 1 squared. Whoops. Let's talk about some other common mistakes. Let me grab my calculator for a minute. I know this is crazy, but this happens all the time. Watch what you do if you don't use parentheses. What I get? There's no, well, I mean, it's not right. So please, please, please remember, if you're using your calculator, right, and you're not doing this in your head, you must put parentheses around stuff. So it's like 25 plus 1 equals r squared, which is 26. Do you need to find r? No. Don't even waste your time doing it. People get all messed up trying to find r. Let's just fill back in our equation at the end. It's going to be x minus what? X minus 1 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 26. That's it.